day, all day, all day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Never fade away. Never fade away.
translation, I'm feeling gone. But for now, all I have to say is hello, goodbye. But for now, all I have to say is hello, goodbye. Seven days and 7 nights, I haven't seen you for a while. You got me thinking, you got me lost. Lost in translation, I'm feeling gone. But for now, all I have to say is hello, goodbye. But for now, all I have to say is hello, goodbye. All I have to say is hello, goodbye.
Hello, League fans, and welcome to another edition of the ABL's Top Plays. Without further ado, let's get to it.
All across the map, a little favor going in on Pectus, going for the 1v1 as the Owlstar uses the Ignite. Pectus is very low, and the snipe from Psy. He is shut down as well. Saber Flavor will take down the jungler though. Oh, we're gonna get the resets. That's a double, that's a triple. Going for the Penta. There's the Quadra kill. Is it the Penta kill? The Quadra, and it is the Penta kill for Saber Flavor on the Tristan. 4,000 health, trying to fire over the wall. Here comes the ultimate, and it secures the kill! Baron goes to Reborn Gaming! He's gonna try and get on the back line. Here comes Pyro Rex. Oh, they're trying to get out the damage. Anonymous Nub does have the Satchel Charge. Can he take down Ducky? We need the resets. Tyrant, Rex, and he is still going after him. The resets for Anonymous Nub. He's got the double kill. Can he get the Penta? That's the triple. There's the Quadra. He's going for the Penta. That's the Penta kill. 3 Penta kills on stream. Anonymous Nub goes off, and Tristana has single-handedly carried them back into this game. I guess once this fight, a little favor goes in. Oh, the shockwave catches 4. The Emperor's New Guide is going to push them back. Azir forced the flash away. Good job from you, Myra, bro. They are responding a little bit here, but he's going on it. But the shockwave will land onto 2. Wild Dog forced the back way, uses the ultimate, but Prayer is onto the back line. We're going to see a fight, folks. We're going 5v5. Wild Dog trying to back away from Prayer. He's caught between 4 members, but can his team support him? He will die. Now, oh, there's Gnarly Brood, the 3-man Gnar ultimate. Wombat could go down. The double kill to Hunty, though. Wild Dog in full retreat. Can they chase him down? They will. The triple kill. But they are going to try and engage here. Tyrant Rex in big trouble. LCS Lock in the backline is going to get the stun on the next level plays. Possibly. Here comes Lone Crow. He did teleport in. Now that's the double kill for Vitalis. Ooh, the ultimate from the Lux. And the triple kill for the Tristana. Could we get a pentakill 2 games in a row? Going for Ducky. The ultimate, or the auto attack lands. Can we get it? The pentakill 2 games in a row. Anonymous Nub. You get whatever skin you want, Vitalis. You better buy him a skin.
That's all for now, folks. Thanks for watching. Catch all the ABL action on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, and don't forget to subscribe below.
Hello, BeConnect! Just kidding, you guys are at the right place. Welcome to twitch.tv/ABL Esports, and I hope everybody turned their clocks forward an hour because it is time right now for this week's ABL action. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. My name is Yeso. I am your host and play-by-play caller for tonight's match between Royal Luck and Vital Point Storm, a battle between a couple of teams looking to climb the standings tonight as we head towards playoffs, which are only a few short weeks away. So I'm super excited about that. As of right now, just to let y'all know, right now it is a solo cast, so I have no color caster with me at the moment. My good friend Pyros may slide into the caster desk a little bit later if he becomes available, so possibly look forward to that. But as of right now, it is a solo cast, so I'm going to get my little business out of the way and hopefully get right into this first game. So thank you so much again, everybody, for joining us. Appreciate all y'all's support. The best way you guys can do that is to come out every week and watch us right here at twitch.tv/ABL Esports. Remember, we are live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern every Monday and Tuesday night for all the ABL action you need. If you want to find some other ways to support us, the follow and subscribe buttons are at the top of your screen. You can get some cool little emotes if you do slap that subscribe button, so definitely look into those. There is also a donation link in the description for our channel, and for any news, standings, stats, rosters, all of that good stuff, all that info about the ABL series is over at ablseries.com, so make sure to check that out as well. And without further ado, I'm just going to get that ready check in chat, and we're just gonna get right into this, folks. No fluff, no bullshit. We're just gonna get right into this game. Game 1 between Royal Luck and Vital Point Storm. The roster rundown for you here, folks. Royal Luck on the blue side for this first game. They have Evolve in the top lane. Sin Greed is their jungler. Vitalis in the mid lane. Quadra, who had a pentakill last week for Royal Luck in their match against GG, forfeit at 15. That is their AD carry. And Dr. High rounding out that lineup at support. Now on the red side for this first game will be Vital Point Storm Kanai, their top laner, who was certainly very impressive in his first couple of outings with the team. Tyrant Rex is their jungler Vayne main in the mid lane this time. Lone Crow at the 80 carry position, and Flounda Pounda playing support for Vital Point Storm. Should be into champion select here momentarily. And since I may have a little extra airtime to fill tonight, I am not the most adept color caster, so I can occasionally run out of things to say sometimes. So just to try and keep y'all entertained and hopefully fill some more airtime, if you guys have any questions for me tonight that you would like me to answer on the stream, I would be more than happy to do so. Oh yeah, you can get an invite. Oh, looks like Pyros might be joining me here. At least going to get him into the game. Support. Want to spectate. Oh, is my man joining me? Full AF, that is true. And there he is. Now can I just get him in the desk? Pyros, join me if you can. I don't know. He will hop in the caster desk as soon as he is available. Are on cast though. But yeah, I just, you know, to fill more airtime tonight, folks, if you do want to ask me any questions during the stream, just tag me, Yeso, at Y4SO in the Twitch chat, and I will get to as many questions as I can throughout the cast. Obviously, the games will take priority, but if you guys have, you know, any curiosity about my thoughts on the game, or this match, or what's going on in the ABL series, I would be more than happy to answer those questions. So make sure to hit me up at Y4SO in Twitch chat. Already got DJ Blazer over here with a question. Well, when people refer to the uprising of No Name Necessary, they always credit either Pectus or Buster Toast. Why don't they credit the crushing of their bot lane, Umirebra and Penguin? You know, I'm not sure. I haven't casted a No Name Necessary match in a few weeks, I believe, so I haven't seen as much of their rise, but I know they've been, you know, steadily climbing up the standings, so good by them. I think Pectus and Buster Toast are just the more well-known names on that lineup, so that's kind of where people are going to lean to from the start, especially after what we saw Pectus do in Season 2, especially in the finals. So I think people have a certain expectation of him to bring that out. But I think the lineup is certainly doing well across the board. I mean, I don't think at this level that you can just like solo carry a team up the standings. You know, Pectus can't just put that No Name Necessary lineup on his back and carry them to the top. He definitely is going to need help from other sources, and I think he's getting certainly a ton of help from his bot lane. So, you know, despite the lack of maybe impressive results at the beginning of the season when I did cast some No Name Necessary matches, I still was impressed with their bot lane, so I think they definitely deserve some credit. And I think Pyros does make a good point. He says, probably because the mid jungle can have the most impact on the game as a whole in terms of roaming and vision control. But it's a bot lane kind of meta, so I think that's also a very good point. Can you talk about DRHI, now known as Dr. High, revamping Royal Luck, and my thoughts? I think he has honestly done a really good job. Obviously, this is a very different lineup from the one that we saw at the start of the season. The only leftover player, I believe, from that lineup that played Week 1 is Greed, their jungler. And I believe he was, if I remember correctly, God, too much going on, too much shit to remember. I believe he wasn't starting at jungle earlier in the season. Maybe he did. I might be thinking of another player, but otherwise these are all new players, right? Vitalis started on Havoc preseason, and then has bounced around different teams recently, coming from EVG. Dr. Hyde didn't even start the season on a roster. He was a content creator and like a pseudo coach, and now he's brought on, you know, Evolve and Quadra, former Schism players and stuff. So I should probably bring up the client. That's probably why I'm getting messages. Sorry, guys. Overlay, bro. Yeah, sorry. Trying to do a lot of things here. But I think he's done a phenomenal job. I think RYL Luck is certainly starting to really put together some momentum. So that's definitely why I wanted to cast them tonight and why they are on stream, because I have high expectations for this team. So, you know, we're going to have to see what they can do. I'm going to go to draft here, though, just for a couple of minutes to go through this. So bans in the first phase were Camille, Fiora, and Lulu for the side of RYL Luck, Echo, Braum, and Jax for the side of Vital Point. The first pick, Xayah for RYL Luck. Interesting. We've been seeing this, honestly, a lot, even at LCS, that Xayah Rakan combo has been so coveted. And the interesting thing is that, like, teams have been... Because I think the Xayah is stronger on her own than Rakan is right now. Because Rakan is not a slouch, but I think that... you know, the range that he gets on his shield that increases just the engage he can bring is very potent, and so taking that away certainly weakens him. So without Xayah, he's certainly significantly less powerful, but been seeing a lot of prioritization on Xayah, and definitely not surprised to see it first pick here. I am surprised to see them not grab the Rakan, but, you know, knowing Dr. High's champion pool, it would make sense that he would go for something like a Taric over the Rakan. They also grabbed the Kayn, so that will go over to Greed in the jungle, something that they actually love to pick a lot. And the a little bit of Wombo combo built by Vital Point in the first phase. They got Zac and Orianna in their first rotation and completed that with the Tristana, Vital Point in after the second ban phase, which were Azir and Gnar for the side of Vital Point, Janna and Aurelia for RYL Luck. And then Vital Point grabs the Rakan here. Interesting to see that pick come out. It wasn't, I mean, RYL Luck wasn't going to pick it, so it definitely shouldn't have been a steal by Vital Point. So interesting to see how comfortable Flounder Pounda is on that champion. I love Rakan. I've played a ton of it since he was released, so it's certainly something I enjoy playing and still feel very good on, but I think it definitely is important to mention that he is significantly weaker without being paired with Xayah. RYL Luck finishing off their composition here, the Maokai for Evolve in the top lane, and Vitalis going to get the Corki again in the mid lane, something that has just been a stable pick for him throughout the season, a very safe mid laner, and he's going to get that one more time. Vital Point rounds out their lineup with the Renekton picking a lane bully into that Maokai, so going to try and get Evolve behind in the early game. See if Kanai can get his carry pant on in this first game. We've certainly seen some very impressive stuff from him so far since he joined Vital Point. So I'm not surprised at all by this Renekton pick, and certainly looking forward to seeing what he can do in that matchup. Now we can check here. Do you think Vayne is the #1 mid laner in the league? I have seen him play. I think he's close to the best. I don't necessarily have an opinion on that yet. I would have to watch him play in the mid lane more, but I've seen good things out of him. I agree, just like I've seen out of Kanai in the top lane. So I think Vital Point certainly has some good pieces, and I think they're a better team than their record shows. So I'm curious to see what they can bring out today. I think, you know, he's playing against a fairly solid mid laner. I would put Vitalis at the middle of the pack, not because I think he's bad. I think he's very much not been a big carry for the teams that he's been on. So I think I'm curious to see what Vayne can do in this matchup, and I think if he can find ways to exploit Vitalis and maybe, you know, get him really far behind, then, you know, I would be certainly impressed by that. 5 out of 10 bans are top laners. Good lord. Yep. Kanai is a monster. Up to date on the draft. Just to remind everybody, if you want to get a little more in-depth stats on today's matches, remember to use that op.gg extension at the left side of your screen. You click on that and it will give you some stats for all of the players in these games. You can see their rune pages, their recent 10 matches, their win rates on the champions that they're playing in this game. You can even see the bans if you're curious what band. You can even see Kanai on a 4-game win streak right now. So he's feeling very, very good. And going to be interesting to see. So make sure to use that extension at your leisure. It can be very, very interesting to check out. And something I do want to point everybody towards before we get into this first game over at ablseries.com. Ooh.
Hello?
Oh, Zoob.
Hi, I'm so sorry, dude. I had a puppy emergency last night, and I didn't end up going to sleep until like 1 p.m. today, so just woke up. My fault, my fault.
Well, welcome to the cast. You're going to have to slap that spectate button on one of the Royal Luck or Vital Point players, because that is who we got.
For sure, for sure. Just give me 1 minute. I really have to use the restroom. I just woke up, so
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Well, a last-minute addition to the casting desk. We are grabbing Zoob here, folks. So he will be back momentarily. Oh, man. 30 seconds of the game. Oh, hey, there's my color caster. Where have you been? But he has arrived, folks. No Rumble picks this game. Zoob is safe. Yeah, safe from losing his damn mind.
I'm sure they're buffing Rumble on the BBE next patch, so don't get me wrong. I love Rumble as a champion. I just hate when people play bad champions. Night. Sorry. My Echo accidentally ended up eating a Jewel Pod, if you know what that is. It's like a nicotine. And I had to take him to the puppy ER at like 3:30 in the morning.
Oh,
And
jeez.
yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Well, there you have it, folks.
And it ended up costing me like almost $600. It was a great way to spend my time and money for sure.
Alrighty, well, we are into game here for game number 1 between Royal Luck and Vital Point Storm. Zoob will fully join us here on the desk as soon as he gets into the spectate, but you'll just have me to start this game off. But I bet Zoob can guess what we're probably looking at here on the screen. Let's see, can he guess it? We're 41 seconds into the game.
I know.
What do we talk about?
I know that it's paused. Is it paused?
It's not paused.
Oh man, they didn't pause. Okay.
What do we always talk about in every ABL match to start
they're
the game?
invading.
Nope, no 5-man invade actually. That's what I was baiting you into, but I actually am happy to report there was no 5-man invade. We do have a couple of line of scrimmage starts by these teams, and yeah, I was actually very surprised as well that we didn't get that, because that is the
I feel like
definitely the ABL flavor in the early game.
I feel like every team 5-man invades, or the other team does at least. But I know it's Corky versus Ori. I watched the stream for a second before. Whenever I first woke up, I was like, oh shit. And I know Vitalis is starting for the other team. I don't remember the name of them. Royal Luck.
Vitalis is the starting mid laner for Royal Luck. We have Tyrant Rex starting on his blue buff. Singreed just gonna solo clear his Raptors at the start here. So both junglers starting on the bottom side of the map, but with that no leash start there, that means Quadra and Dr. High can get the early push going in the bottom lane. Dr. High gets the early stun. Not much follow-up there, though. Level 1 not that potent from this Xayah Taric lane.
Was Rakan banned?
Rakan was not banned. It was actually selected by Floundapounda, so VPS got it, even though it was first picked by Royal Luck. And I think we kind of came to the conclusion that it just seems like it's player preference. It honestly does not seem like a champion that would be in Dr. High's champion pool. Or at least
I guess you're right.
A preference of his. So it seems like Royal Luck felt just better grabbing the Taric here. And honestly, you know, as I mentioned on the stream, I think Xayah is much better solo than Rakan is, so I think Quadra's going to be just fine. Is going to get this early root onto Lone Pro, forces out the heal as Dr. High used his Ignite there, and that's both summoners now out of Lone Crow as he did flash away as well, so early summoner advantage in the bot lane. That is a 3-for-1 trade in summoners in favor of Royal Luck, so they can feel very strong in this bot lane for the next few minutes. And we are going to see Greed and Tyrant Rex fighting in the Vital Point jungle. Greed is going to get that little bit of a heal. The CC from Tyrant Rex forces the flash away. So Greed flashes after him. He's going to get that last auto attack. Here comes Kanai. Can Greed take out the blobs before Zach comes back? He's trying to get the AoE damage. Flash in for Vayneman, and that's actually going to be first blood. Sindgreed with the misplay there, and he is punished for it as Vayneman is able to get down there first and secures the kill onto the Kayn. So Greed is going to have to temper a little bit of that aggression. Honestly, just not respecting the time that it takes to clear out those blobs this early in the game, and he gets punished for it. Welcome to the stream, Tree Beat. Where you coming from? How did you find the ABL? Curious to know.
You're talking to me?
No, Tree Beat. Someone in chat.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to connect to the game right now.
Yeah, good start for Royal Luck here, at least in the laning phase. Despite giving up the first blood, we got some good early pushes, and Greed is actually going to show up in the top side. Kanai could go down here, and he is. Evolve is going to grab that kill on the top side. Good gank from Greed there, recognizing that there was no vision. And the Vital Point top laner does punish him. Vitalis forces a flash away in the mid lane as Tyrant Rex comes flying in with the Elastic Slingshot, so that Summoner spell now down for the Royal Luck mid laner.
Yeah, and honestly, the flash being down on Corki isn't so much as punishing as it could be on the Orianna, for instance, because like Corki still has a W. So, but they are versus Zach, so it's like if Corki ends up wasting his W, it's gonna be pretty bad.
Ooh, Vital Point wants to fight here. Tyrant Rex has shown up in the bot lane, gonna try and lock down Quadra. No ultimates are available here, only level 4 on Royal Luck. Lone Crow gonna try and take down Quadra here, takes him down to about 200 health, but he is able to escape spending his flash though.
Maybe Kanai playing Renekton. Maybe he is the new Doggus.
Are you into game? Zoob? Yes, no, maybe so. Vital Point gonna push a little bit here on the bottom side after forcing Quadra out of lane with that good gank from Tyrant Rex. Not able to grab the kill, but still gonna grab a little bit of pressure.
Alright boys, we in the game, we in the Discord, we're ready to go.
We are finally 100% bringing you Royal Luck versus Vital Point Storm here, folks, with Zoob now joining me on the caster desk. Evolve and Kanai pretty consistently trading up here on the top lane, but good sustain from both of these champions, so not felt as much, at least until someone else shows up in this lane.
So, in terms of CS leads, you actually see that the mid and bot lane for Royal Luck actually both have almost at least 10 to 15 CS lead, almost 20 in the bot lane. That's pretty big considering that they don't really have any deaths on either side for those players. I don't know if they're just like not farming properly or if there's just been a lot of jungle pressure. I just like started watching, but
There has been a little bit of pressure. I mean, Quadra and Dr. High were able to force Lone Crow out of lane fairly early at like 3.5, 4 minutes. So that is certainly going to make things a little more difficult.
okay. And it looks like Renekton is rushing Blade of the Ruin King so he can 1v1 this Maokai. I felt like Black Cleaver would have been enough, but hey, man.
Ooh, and here comes the package. The first one from Vitalis trying to secure a kill on the top side. They're going to go for the dive. Greed has arrived. Vitalis going to grab the kill. His Evolve was tanking the tower, and that's a good play there from Royal Luck. Vital Point now trying to respond on the bottom side. Ultimates are available here. There's the Featherstorm. Ultimate activated by Dr. High, and the Let's Bounce is going to miss completely.
Yeah,
so good job avoiding that gank. Ooh. Damien has arrived on the top side, does use the Shockwave, trying to take down two. Vitalis is going to grab that kill here, and Sincreed actually able to avoid going down as Evolve did have tower aggro there, so they will survive and grab the kill on that dive. Now the regank here on the bottom side at Vital Point Storm, going to go for this kill. Quadra, Buster shot back and goes down as Lone Crow is able to grab that kill. Now they're trying to chase down Dr. High. They may not have enough here. Good stun is going to keep the Taric safe, and still, Vital Point able to grab a kill in response here, so good job by Tyrant Rex recognizing that Royal Luck was, you know, still vulnerable to a gank here, and comes back down to the bottom side to grab that kill for his AD carry, so still trying to respond to this, but now down nearly 2,000 gold after a couple of good plays on the top side. And that first tower gold going over to Royal Luck, so they will hold the early advantage in map pressure.
Yeah, and they're going to take the Dragon here, the early Mountain Drake. Tristana already has a really easy time taking towers, so that's going to be pretty big. Also, later on in the game, if Renekton is trying to split push versus Maokai, a big problem right now for split pushes is that if the enemy team picks a tank, oh, he's TPing in.
Yeah, looks like Royal Luck wants to fight. Here's the double teleport trying to catch out Tyrant Rex. It's going to be all the CC that they need. They'll force out the passive, and the Vital Point jungler is going to go down there. Don't know if that was necessarily worth two teleports, but they certainly could look to push for a second tower here.
I was about to say they definitely need to get something else because that 2 TPs for the Zac probably not worth it. But like I was saying, if you pick a split pusher into a tank, it's generally pretty hard to take the tower because the tank will just stand under it, not die, and clear the wave. So your best bet is just to kind of ignore them unless you can dive them, which, you know, it's really hard to dive a full health Maokai and actually kill him. So the Mountain Drake's going to be pretty good for Renekton because you can kind of just ignore the Maokai and just hit the tower instead, and it'll go down faster that way. If we get to that situation, unless Renekton just decides to group, of course, which would be pretty weird. Because why pick Renekton if all you're going to do is group, right?
True that.
Why not just pick Cho'Gath?
Well, Royal Luck now with a 4-2 lead in kills, 2-0 in towers here at 12 minutes, and starting to build up that gold lead. Vital Point trying to make some proactive plays around the map. There's the Shockwave, is going to grab Greed here, force the flash into his Raptor pit, so good
He
job
still hasn't
from Vital
evolved
Point.
yet. I believe that most Canes are supposed to be evolved by this point. Maybe he's trying to go for a certain form.
Well, and I would say too, considering he's already been a part of 3 kills, he should be pretty close to being able to evolve. So
I feel like he's probably trying to go because like 3 of the 5 members are ranged for Vital Point.
yeah,
So maybe he wants to do melee, or maybe he's been involved with more kills on Renekton Zac and wants to go reform. I don't know.
yeah. Kanai actually gets caught out there pushing a little too far on the top side without that tier 1 tower to retreat to, and he's going to go down. Second kill there to Evolve, who is now 2-0-3, 100% kill participation so far in this game. So the team is definitely making plays around that Maokai so far. Now they're going to look to take down this Rift Herald and possibly look to knock down a 3rd tower on the map.
And the Rift Herald going over to Royal Luck. And I wonder if they're just going to place it mid here, or if they're going to hold on to it.
Could look for it. They do have 4 members here in the mid lane. Vainman is going to get the blue buff handed over by his jungler, but they're going to have
Kane's
to
walking
respond
out
here.
there.
Package is available for Vitalis. He's going to just package away. Seems like sort of a waste. If they had organized with the team, they certainly, with the lead they have, could have gone for an aggressive invade there with that package, but Vitalis will instead use it defensively just to get away. And now they'll look to siege this mid lane tower. Evolve has arrived in the mid lane as well. Greed gonna go grab his blue buff, but still RYL very concentrated around this mid lane right now.
Yeah, and with all these members sitting mid, you're going to have to do something here, because it's really just like sharing XP for no reason. Definitely disagree with this decision. Like, right now, Vital Point has all 3 of their laners in the middle lane. Like, why are you sharing that much XP? Send people to the side waves and clear them. Like,
Possibly force a fight here. Vitalis sort of baiting Tyrant Rex in, and Evolve is going to go for the kill. The ultimate activated by Dr. High. Now they're going to go for the flight. Found activates the ultimate, shields back to his 80 carries, and looks like Lone Crow just wants to back away here. RYL could possibly go for the engage. Featherstorm is available for Quadra. There's the Shockwave. It's only going to grab Evolve, however, so not that worth. He's just going to back away as the explosive charge blows up and takes him down to about 400 health, but he should be able to heal up fairly easily. So an ultimate away from Vital Point Storm, and
yeah, I was gonna
very susceptible to an engage right now.
I was gonna say, since they're all sitting mid and they know that not all of, because Kane was top and someone else wasn't there, right? So they could have forced a fight. If they were worried that they were trying to siege, right? Then you force the fight 5v3. You have the Zac, you have a Rakan, like force the fight, win the fight 5v3, and then you can send your people off to the side lane. But instead, they just kind of stood around and waited for Royal Luck to control the fight, and it kind of cost them, because now all their side lanes are pushing in and no one can really answer them, and they lose their mid tower.
Yeah, Rift Herald used there to knock down that final tier 1 tower, so the map is definitely at Royal Luck's disposal here until Vital Point can respond and takes down some towers of their own. And have to prioritize some heavily defensive vision right now. Vainman going very low to the Xayah. Their Quadra dealing out quite a bit of DPS. Vainman not using the Shockwave there, so still has that ultimate available, but
he's not going to be able to use that before backing.
Well, not before backing, but had it available in that trade, and was very lucky to escape with his life and not using the ultimate. So,
dude, I don't understand why Orianna's taking Ignite, dude. This shit just sounds so stupid to me. It's like the same thing as like Xerath taking Ignite. It's like, why the fuck are you close enough to Ignite?
Yeah, you don't want to be in Ignite range.
Like, you have so much range. Just stand back and then take like heal or ghost or cleanse or something, you know, that's not Ignite. There's just so many better summoner spells than Ignite for 5v5 and solo queue in my opinion, but it's a little more acceptable in solo queue because it's like if you're better than the people you're playing against, taking Ignite's good because it's just like I'm here to shit on you,
I'm
but
just gonna kill everybody.
yeah. But in 5v5s, I don't agree with Ignite that much at all unless it's like support or, you know, like Zed or Ari.
Or maybe, you know, even I was gonna say maybe a top laner that your team likes to heavily play around, and you're looking to get, you know, really snowball that matchup. But even then, teleport is just so valuable.
Yeah, I would just say no on Ignite top laners unless you don't need flash like Fizz.
Well, Infernal Drake was grabbed by Royal Luck after that last fight. It looks like Flounder could go down here. He's engaged on a Quadra, is going to grab that kill. They could possibly grab Tyrant Rex here. He is snared by the Maokai ultimate. Does use the Blast Cone over the wall, but Quadra is still dealing out the damage with those feathers. Final Point forced to back away, and Royal Luck continues to just force the issue here as they definitely hold this match in their hands right now. We take a peek at the gold leads here. The bottom of your screen. Interestingly enough, Evolved actually, with the heavy kill participation he has had, has actually got a, you know, small gold lead in the top side. Greed very much ahead in the jungle, trying to possibly get a dive here. They're able to force out the ultimate on Kanai, so any sort of fight after this, the Renekton will be significantly less tanky. About a 1,500 gold lead for Vitalis in the mid lane, 1,000 for Quadra. Greed is caught here. The shockwave used on the jungler. Greed actually able to avoid the Let's Bounce by using his ultimate. And here comes Vitalis with the package. Is going to separate Tyrant Rex from his team, and they're going to be able to force out his passive. And that should be a dead Zac there. He's going to go down. Now they're going for the flank. Evolve getting into the backline. Is going to knock back the Orianna, and down goes Bane main to Quadra. Lone Crow forced the back way here. Vitalis is going to get stunned, going very low, and the Buster Shot from Lone Crow is going to take him down. Good ultimate from Flounder Pounda. Could they grab Greed here? The rocket jump over the wall. That's the double kill for the Tristana, because it does have the resets, able to jump back over the wall and avoid the collapse. So good response there by Vital Point. Ends up being a 2-for-2 trade, and they could still go for the fight. Trying to get onto Quadra. Can I force the flash away? But that's the shutdown for Lone Crow. They can turn this around big time. Now trying to chase down the Maokai. He's going to go down. There's the resets. Another double kill here for Lone Crow in this fight, and could possibly go for a 5th kill. Dr. High actually going to be able to escape, but Vital Point able to turn that fight around as Rolex stayed a little too long not respecting the Tristana.
Do you remember last week whenever I said Lone Crow didn't look good on the 80 carries he was playing, and I recommended he just play Tristana? This is why. Because it's just so easy. And it's, I mean, he just got like 4 kills in that one fight. And it was super easy.
From 1-0 to 5-0, and all of a sudden, I mean, we just peaked at that gold, and it was I think it was 1,000 gold lead for Quadra. Now, now Lone Crow's ahead by 300 gold, just like that. That was not even 2 minutes ago.
Yep. Super easy champion is Tristana. Super effective. Scales really well. And if you're not good at 80 carry, then just pick it, because you're going to win no matter what. Because it's Tristana. As long as you don't W forward unreasonably, then you're good. But yeah, I mean, they just dove like super hard there, and they didn't focus the Tristana at first. They like dove, and then they focused the Zac, and then they focused like the Ori, and then they focused like the Rakan, and then it was just too late. Like Tristana was like literally went unfocused that entire time, and was just able to put out a lot of damage during that time.
Now, since I didn't have you during Champion Select, I want you to give me your opinion on these team compositions. We've obviously seen how the early game has shaken out. Now we're into the mid game here, and how do you feel about what these teams have put together and what their win conditions are?
Well, I feel like the bot lane for Royal Luck is better 2v2. But I feel like Vital Point has a much better team fighting comp. Calm down, buddy. But well, it's weird because like Renekton and a Maokai is no fun. because it's like a Maokai, and anyone who plays Maokai sucks because it just makes the game unfun for your enemy top laner. Unless they like Fiora, so.
Greed is
I
going
just
to
think
get
that
caught out here. Lowcrow is able to grab that kill, so Greed not respecting Vital Point, even though they've definitely come back in this game and steps up with no vision, and is going to get punished for it.
I feel like Vital Point just has a better team fight, in my opinion. Well, actually, I don't know. I would say that they have more
Royal
like
has solid
CC.
team fighting.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because I was like, even though Kane's not the best team fighter, they still have Tarek. So it's weird. I guess it depends on how they play it. I guess they have more wombo combo, I would say, for Vital Point.
Yeah, I would say it's heavily dependent on getting that good shockwave onto some key members, and Royal Luck very much dependent on Dr. Hyde timing that ultimate well and being able to peel for Vitalis and Quadra in these fights, and then, you know, Evolve is just going to kind of do his own thing and try and lock down the backline.
Yeah, and I don't really agree with the Renekton pick. I feel like it's the same way I felt about Doggis, I think was his name, last season, where it's like, okay, he's good at Renekton, but it doesn't mean it fits into every team comp, because, like, right now, the Renekton... Oh, that's a flash. That's two flashes and he missed. Okay.
Yeah,
Bad play,
but flashing over the wall as he was caught by Evolve, so the 2 for flashes for 1. It's definitely good to get that off of the Orianna, because that is definitely going to be a primary target for Royal Luck to attack in these fights.
Yeah, and she has Ignite as a secondary summoner, so she's not safe.
So, and
But yeah, I was saying, like, a Renekton pick is just, like, not good in my opinion. Because it's like, even if you're good at the champion, it doesn't fit in every team comp, you know? Like, they kind of went all in on team fighting, and then they have a Renekton. So, it's weird. Because Renekton doesn't really win that lane. Like, he wins it early, sure, but, like, post level, like, 7, like, Renekton's not going to win the lane.
And they didn't even play around it either. So
yeah,
you essentially just pick something that is going to get outscaled.
Exactly.
And it just is going to be nowhere near as effective as the Maokai in those fights. So
see, but if he's a one-tricker, like, that's his main champion, like, that's the only thing he plays, really. It's like, okay, but why is he a top laner for a 5v5 team, you know? Like,
geez, Zoom.
like, you have to be able to play something else.
You're
Like,
feeling spicy, man. You wake up from your nap and you're just ready to throw down here.
I mean, that's just my opinion. That's
That
my
is-
opinion!
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one and they all stink.
Yeah. But, so I don't know, but also I don't, Echo, calm down. But also the Kane pick isn't very good in my opinion. Just because it's like a weird champion. Like, I felt like there had to have been better junglers available, but
Shockwave actually is going to miss in this fight. Dr. Eye activates the ultimate, is able to negate quite a bit of damage, and Tyrant Rex is going to go down to Evolve. Sindri going in very deep and is able to take down Flounder Pounder, but he is going to die in return, but that's actually a 2-for-2 trade as Evolve is dead as well, so they've got to be careful here. Ryluck has already been punished in these 3v3 fights once before after staying too long.
yeah, and honestly, that was kind of bad team fighting by Lone Crow. He just kind of ignored the Kane in his backline and was autoing Eric. So, or maybe the Maokai. He was like not autoing anyone of importance, and like the Kane was literally right behind him. Kind of weird, but it's okay. It happens. Not everyone can focus perfectly.
Hey, Echo, shh. Zoob just poured you a fresh bowl of Jewel cartridges, man. Go eat your food.
Oh my gosh. So at this point, the Baron is up, right? And Royal Luck has all of like the Baron vision set up. So Vital Point really need to push out this mid wave and look to try and contest for it. Because right now, this Kane, I don't know. I thought Singrade was pretty good. every other week. But why the fuck is he bot lane right now? We are 27 minutes into the game. Why are you farming as bot lane as Kane with a Baron alive? Hello?
Vitalis possibly going to go down here.
Yeah,
Being
and it's
forced
because their
out by
fucking
Lone
jungler
Crow.
is bot lane. I would be spam pinging question mark on this retard. Like, what are you doing?
Whoa. Scale it back there, Zoob.
Sorry. Like, look, they just totally took away all the Baron vision that they had set up. It was like, okay, like, Vital Point had no Baron vision, nothing set up, and the jungler's bot lane. Like, send your top laner bot lane. Why are you sending your jungler bot? Like, the Baron is alive. Like, what if they started it, you know? Like, that was at least, like, 30, 40 seconds that they had where the jungler was just sitting bot lane for no reason. Like,
We are possibly going to get a fight here. Evolve trying to get the flank with the Blast Cone used well to actually zone him away. And now they want the fight. Vital Point is going to engage. The Let's Bounce is going to grab in Vitalis, and he's going to go down. The kill going over to the jungler. Quadra is going to get a kill on Flounda Pounda, but down goes the Taric, and here comes Vital Point Storm. Sindri trying to run away. Quadra still at full health, trying to deal out damage into the backline, but he could go down here. One more shot. The explosion shot is going to take him down, and Locro actually able to survive barely. That red buff on hit sustained, just keeping him alive there as he survives through the fight, and that's an ace for Vital Point. They could look to push the mid lane here. They don't have a wave as of yet.
I would say take this tower and then rotate top for that tower and then set up Baron Vision and then back would be the best call.
Yeah, they definitely can't take Baron as of yet. Too low on the health bars and no smite available with Tyrant Rex going down in that fight, but they can certainly grab a lot of the standing gold here as they are beginning to catch up in towers. Vayne Main should pretty easily be able to take down this top lane tower as well.
Okay. It's weird to me that they're just backing instead of like setting up Baron Vision, because like you don't have any vision on the Baron. The Scuttle Crab's alive. They have a peak ward. Like, go clear it. Go set up your own vision. Deny them vision. And then with Baron Vision, you know, like you can force picks. Like you can just sit and like the pixel brush or something, wait for them to come ward it, and then kill someone. It's super easy, and it's like we're in gold plat. Someone's gonna face check it, I promise. Like, I don't know. Just weird shot calling. Now they're just gonna give away the dragon for absolutely free to Royal Luck.
It's something to point out here. Vital Point has been able to recover significantly in their economy, now up about 3,000 gold here. Though, you know, a lead that big at this point in the game is not that significant, but still being able to overcome the deficit they were at and get back into this game now, having 4 towers to Royal Luck's 4. They're very much back in this game.
Yeah, and Quadra actually opting for the Runan Hurricane as his first seal item. It's pretty weird. I mean, usually whenever people go run-ins on Xayah, it's because they have like a lot of tanks or a lot of divers, which I guess they kind of do with Renekton, Zac, and Rakan. But I feel like you kind of just want to ignore the Zac and Rakan and hit the Tristana and Ori as Xayah, because like sure you want to hit the Renekton, but because he does damage, but like Xayah and Rakan, or I'm sorry, Rakan and Zac don't really do all that much damage. So I think that the rapid fire cannon would have been a little bit better. I like the Vital Point Storm is finally sitting in this bush. It's like I was just talking about.
They do want to go for the little Death Rush play, but they are going to back off as the ultimate is used by Dr. High, but still a good play there for Vital Point as they are able to force out a key cooldown. Vitalis forced the package away, but they've collapsed on Kanai. He's going to be able to get away here, but Tyrant Rex is getting into the backline. Let's Bounce is actually going to grab Dr. High. There's the Shockwave onto Evolve. Maokai trying to run away. Flash heal from Quadra is going to save his top laner's life, but only barely. Now Greed is trying to get onto Flounda Pounda, but he's going to get collapsed on here. I'm not sure what he thinks he's doing. His team is very far away. He's going to try and retreat here as Flounda Pounda attempts to chase him down. Looks like he might be able to escape here. Tyrant Rex still going for the chase. The smite onto the red buff is going to heal him up a bit, and he could be able to loop around here and get back to his team, but Vital Point is going to be able to set up Baron Vision and get onto this objective. Actually, I say Baron Vision, they really have not set up a whole lot.
Not at
But
all.
it
They just
doesn't
put it on
matter.
board now.
Yeah, they're able to take down Baron so quickly that it doesn't matter what vision.
Now Flounder Pound is
has.
sitting on Baron Vision. There he goes. You know, right after they take it, but still. I disagree with this Kane pick, and maybe I'm saying that, like,
Hindsight is 20/20, right?
yeah, exactly. But I probably would have disagreed with it in Champ Select also. Just because it's like weird, because you have like so much like CC and displacement abilities for Vital Point that Kane is kind of bad. He's really good into like low CC so that he can just kind of do what he wants and like put out all the damage and, you know, be able to tank it and not like, sure they do a lot of damage, but you know, Red Kane builds kind of HP heavy, and he still does a lot of damage. And but if you CC Red Kane, the only thing he really has is his ulti to get out of it, you know. So it's like, it's really weird because like every single member except for, yeah, every single member actually has some form of like hard CC. So it's really just hard to accomplish anything as Kane unless like you see them waste their CC on someone else. Which at this point in the game, he's not far enough ahead. It took him way too long to get his evolve because he couldn't really do much. I would guess. I wasn't really here for most of the laning phase, but it took him way too long to get his evolve or his form because he couldn't really do much, I'd imagine, in like the early game. And made the pick not too great because you want to get your form evolved as quickly as possible, and that's okay.
Yeah, Kanai steps up too far and gets collapsed on by the entire 5-man unit of RYL, and he'll go down very, very quickly. So now Vital Point just going to be forced to, back away. They possibly could look for a Death Brush here. Let's see if RYL gets caught out here pushing. Could be Evolve. There's the engage. Lone Crow going to just jump right in the follow of CC. The Tristana able to grab the kill, and they also force out the ultimate. Now they're going to look to push on the bot side.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, Baron buff still available to Vital Point for a little bit longer, so they can look to break the base here. Tristana just firing away the explosive charge, going to take quite a chunk out of that tower, and down goes the first inhibitor turret of this game. Vital Point able to get a good pick there and follow it up with a tower take. Now they want to go for the inhibitor. Doesn't look like it. Evolve up still 20 seconds, but Vital Point seems like they just are going to be content with what they take in. The Drake is up in 40 seconds, so they can look to set vision up around that. And then the rest of their team group.
Yeah, the Baron should be expiring pretty soon. I can't believe it hasn't already, actually. So, oh man, I messed up. Hold on. I accidentally rewinded to like halfway through the game. Let's see, how long on the Baron? Oh, it just went away. Yeah, so it did expire soon. The Elder Dragon is on the table. No Scuttle Crab available. There's wards in every single bush. Please check them. Thank you, Flounder Pounder, for thinking, I guess. They're clearing out the wards. Renekton's top lane with teleport. I like the setup. Where is the Tristana? Or the heck is she? Oh, there she is. Okay.
Packages available for Vitalis. Looks like these teams may fight over this Elder Drake.
I like how Vital Point is pushing out the mid lane, and I like how Corky was pushing out the bot lane.
Yeah, seems like Vital Point is content to delay here. Here comes the Elastic Slingshot. There's a teleport onto the backline. Good let's bounce here. Only able to grab one, however. The Dragon is very low, and Quadra actually able to take down Flounder. The rest of the team needs to come and assist their jungler. There's a good Shockwave. Is able to grab Quadra. He flashes away. Oh, but down goes the 80 carry. Lone Crow is dead. Shut down for Vitalis. This fight getting turned around as RYL gets the double kill there to their mid laner. They have got a great fight there. Vaneman is all that is left alive.
I didn't really see anything in that fight. That was really like messy because everyone was just kind of dying randomly.
The one good thing for Vital Point is they do get the Elder Dragon, but it's only going to be on Vayne Main here. But at least they keep it off of Royal Luck.
It looks like Tristana just got W'd by Maokai.
Royal Luck looks like they want to break the base. They don't even have a minion wave, but they don't care. They're just going to take down this inhibitor tower and look for the inhibitor. So they will have super minions in the mid lane. Shockwave is going to grab Greed there, but not much follow-up. So that cooldown not very long for Vayne Main, so isn't that significant. But no follow-up there will mean that Shockwave is essentially wasted.
Yeah, and at that fight at Baron, Vayne Main just stepped, or I'm sorry, Lone Crow just stepped way too far forward and literally standing right next to the Maokai, so Maokai just put a W on her, and Tristana was dead super fast after that. Literally just kind of walked into 3 people as Tristana. And, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has those days. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Everyone gets that way, so. But Tristana here is like their hyper carry, so she needs to she has rapid fire cannon, like you can afford to kind of stand back and do the damage. You don't have to be like right in the middle of the team fight. Tristana has like a voice line that's like, I call front line, but I think it's a joke, guys. Don't take it literally.
The AD carry is supposed to go on the front line?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a joke. I'm pretty sure. But the Baron coming up here. 15 seconds. Tyrant Rex almost recalled but changed his mind. The Scuttle Crab. Who will get it?
Kai is going to get some damage onto the Scuttle Crab. One more auto attack and he'll take it down. Vision to Vital Point Storm, the Dragon.
Oh, yeah. I like how they're pushing up the top lane, but the mid lane needs to be pushed in for Royal Luck also, and no one is there. They have the supers coming out of the Nexus, but Knight going ham. The TP coming in from
Evolve. Tyrant Rex is going to try and get into the backline. Ultimate activated by Dr. High. Now Vital Point wants to back off and delay. But Talon's going to go very low, forced to use the stopwatch. He could be in big trouble, and he's actually going to go down, but Quadra able to take down the support. He's trying to deal out as much damage as he can, trying to back away from Lone Crow, but he's going to go down. That's the double kill. Here come the resets, and down goes Dr. High as well. A triple to Lone Crow, and that's the ace for Vital Point Storm. They're going to look to go to the mid lane and possibly push for the game. All the death timers are at least 35 seconds, so they have a lot of time to work with.
I don't know if you saw that, but in the team fight, oh no, they're going for Baron. What are they doing? Take the inhibs, dude. Okay, anyways, in the team fight there, Maokai and probably Zaya were on top of Tristana, and Vayne Main put her ball on Tristana and ulted, and then Tristana ulted them both out of the shockwave. And then neither of them got hit by it. So another whiffed shockwave. Anti-synergy is real. I disagree with the decision to go for just Baron there. Like you were saying, you had 30 seconds on everyone. Go mid lane, take the tower.
Yeah,
you have a Zac who can tank it, and then
they only just all came up. They only just all spawned, so they had so much time.
You could have gotten 2 inhibs there, and then they would be clearing the waves. You reset, go set up Baron vision, get a pick, take the Baron.
I mean, you could have at least taken 1 inhib and still got the Baron. You could have easily pushed mid, taken an inhib and gone to Baron, but they do take the Baron, the extra safe play here.
Yeah, maybe they're just scared. They don't want to throw. They're like, these guys already threw. Now we don't want it to be our turn. So. Oh no!
There's the package from Vitalis. It's going to get onto Vayne Main. Good shockwave there, but forced the flash away. Vitalis going to try and chase him down, and down he goes. There's 2 kills. Shut down is Lone Crow, the double kill for Vitalis, and Royal Luck looking very good here. 4 for 0, and Kanai is all that's left to defend the base.
That might be the game.
It could be. He does have the Baron buff, which will make these minion waves a little more difficult to clear, but honestly, they're going to be able to walk right to the Nexus towers, and this could be gain here for Royal Luck. You talk about not wanting the throw. Maybe the throw was not going for the jugular there, as Vital Point Storm could have just lost the game. Nexus Tower 1 is going to go down. They are tanking these towers. They don't have a minion wave, so it takes a little bit longer. but Kanaya's just sitting in the fountain. There's going to be no response here. Rilla grabs the next Nexus tower. They turn onto the Nexus, and they're going to grab game 1 over Vital Point Storm.
Yeah, and definitely think they should have gone for more there than just the Baron. Ended up getting caught out about 20 seconds later. If you had forced them to be in their base defending, looking for a pick like that, it might have been a different ending to the game. But Vitalis with the package and literally just the package like pushed Vayne and Orianna, or I'm sorry, Orianna and Tristana into their team, and it was just like, well, what are we gonna do? And I believe Vayne main actually flashed, so still got caught. Excuse me, despite the flash. And interesting. I wonder how the next game's gonna go. That's what I'll say.
I have to ask, and I think this is honestly a game where you could make a legitimate case for a player on the losing team actually being the MVP here, but I'm curious what your thoughts are on the MVP for this game. I mean, Lone Crow dealing out, what was it, 36, nearly 37,000 damage, more than anybody else in the game, goes 13-2-5, and was instrumental in, you know, every fight that Vital Point was able to win. So definitely has a strong case. Tarek, Dr. High?
Yeah, he had a lot of good ultis. A lot of really good ultis. Like a lot of the team fights they won were because he ulted on time instead of, you know, waiting until everyone dies and then pressing R on himself like most Tareks and solo queue do.
Certainly a strong game from the Royal Lux support, a big part of getting them the victory to start off this series.
Invite me. Thank you. First, I was a little bit confused why Red Sharky was in here, and then I remembered it's because he's like...
Because he owns Vital Point.
Yeah. He's like Rick Fox whenever he's like standing in the crowd just clapping.
What's a basketball player doing here?
Yeah, Red Sharky, go play basketball, nerd. Dude, do you see how many people are in the Vital Point Discord?
I am not in the Vital Point Discord, so I do not know.
No, and on like the ABL server, like their very little channel, there's like 9 people.
I heard it was a lot.
Yeah, there's like 9 people in there.
Sadly, they wasn't enough to get him the win in that first game.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. Our Discord channel is ABL. I don't know what else. I know it's just ABL. ABL series. Here, I can link you, buddy.
We don't actually accept, or we don't actually put out invites to the league Discord. That is for players,
just kidding.
teams, and staff only.
I can't link you then.
You actually, oh, you could generate a link. Interesting.
Why is there a fan section of the Discord if we're not allowed to link them?
I don't make the rules.
You
Well,
used
I
to.
technically did. I technically
You
wrote the
used
entire
to.
rule book, but I don't make the rules of the server.
There's 28 fans in here. Why can we not invite this guy? Maybe he wants to get involved.
Zoop, you should just learn when to stop talking?
Answer to that is never.
To just take the answer you're given and move on.
That's what my mom says all the time.
I wonder why.
Well, actually, I guess she used to say that all the time. I'm not really, I don't really listen to my mom anymore, but back in the day.
Oh yeah, welcome back, Eldest One. Glad you were able to rejoin us here on the broadcast. Good to see some new people outside of the ABL finding the stream and enjoying it themselves. Probably want to give them an R for the cast. We are ready to go here for sure. Certainly ready to get into our second game of the day between these two teams, as RYL was able to grab the first game and take a lead in this series. Now Vital Point looking to secure game number 2. If they hope to not get swept here, they need as many wins as they can get. If we do take a peek at the ABL standings as they currently sit, pull that up. If you're curious about those, make sure to head over to ablseries.com. The Vital Point sitting in 6th place right now, 2-3 in match play, 5-7 game record. So a loss here would mean that RYL would be able to leapfrog over them, as well as Kauai Knights into 5th place. So
wait, Kauai Knights? What happened to them? We haven't seen them since like week 2, and they got stomped.
They are currently 2-3 as well, with a 6-6 game record.
Did they get the free win against Schism already?
I do not know.
Because 2-3 is a lot less impressive if you got the free win. Yeah, you can Venmo me. My Venmo is Crossbow Burrito. Not saying it's gonna help the ABL, but you can Venmo me, dude.
I mean, it'll
pay me. I do this shit for free, dude.
It's pretty easy to make a PayPal account. All I can say, it's about as simple as making a Venmo one.
Yeah, Chad's in the chat saying they did get the free win already. Nice. Hey, you can help the ABL pay their casters. That's how you're helping the ABL. Who is David?
I have money in Venmo, but I don't have a card associated with it.
Well, dude, time to grow up and get yourself a PayPal account. Is what it sounds like. I am.
Zub is certainly poor after last night.
I wasn't poor yesterday, but now I'm poor because I had to spend $600.
Damn dog.
Fucking has all of my money. PayPal's for old people.
All I gotta say is, I'm
your
bummed.
mom's for get roasted, but
I'm bummed that I didn't get any response to my BitConnect intro.
I wasn't here.
I was hoping I would get some chuckles in chat, but apparently it wasn't enough. We are into champion select here for game number 2. Vital Point Storm swapping now over to the blue side. RYL on the red side, no substitutions. So we will see the same lineups duking it out.
We did see the Echo band. Who the heck plays Echo on their team? I don't think
Vitalis
Evolve plays it.
Vitalis plays it. He brought it out in last week's match, actually. One of his
maybe they're planning on
chickens.
playing Azir, because Echo's good into Azir, and I don't really know why you would just randomly ban the Echo.
Riven 2Trick asks, when am I going to stream his team? If I remember correctly, Riven 2Trick is on Kauai Knights. Let me double check. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow we will
Probably
be
never,
No Name Necessary
dude.
versus
Whenever you
Reborn.
guys start winning,
Let's check the matchups for
The next time you guys
week.
win a game, hit up Yeso, and then we'll stream.
Man, dude. Zoob's about to flame his way off of the caster desk. Super
Ooh, the
fast.
Caitlyn. I was excited to see it. I was very excited to see someone play this champion. Mainly because or miss, someone's either going to be really bad at it or really good at it. For instance, my boy Stixay, CLG, the dream is alive, by the way. TSM's going to drop out of playoffs, but he's really good at Caitlyn. It's probably his best champion. And really fun to see a good Caitlyn like that play. And yeah, I'm excited. Chad, you're not taking my job. It's my job.
I would be happy to have you on the casting desk. Gacytron, our first subscriber at twitch.tv/ABL Esports, an OG Season 2 member of the league.
Eldest one, you will never replace me either. I'm sorry.
Man, Zoob's talking
I'm
a
too
lot
good at
about
this.
decisions that are out of his hand.
Yeah. Well, you'll get
True.
this whenever they come.
Treebeat is showing
Never
you some love,
realized it.
though.
Yeah, see, Tree Beat. Appreciate it, my man. Appreciate it a lot. Thanks for the support. You can Venmo me at Crossbow Burrito. I also accept PayPal and Bitcoin and all coins of all.
What? We are not here to talk about this game or the draft. Get out of here. Phase 2 bans. Zach and Oriana banned away by Royal Luck, Jax, and no, just waiting for the second ban here from Vital Point. And it will be the Xerath, another one of Vitalis' staple champions.
Vitalis special. Yeah, the Zera, dude. But they have the Scion, Skarner, Thresh, Caitlyn. That's a pretty scary lineup. Solid champions all across the board. You got Lulu, Jinx, and Nar so far for Vital Point. Lulu Jinx, that's not exactly going to be the funnest lane to go against, but it's also versus a Caitlyn Thresh, so it's like this is really just kind of like who plays it better, because if Thresh and Caitlyn just sit back, they're gonna lose. But if Thresh is looking for the plays, Dr. High, we know he plays this Thresh. We know he's a playmaker. So if he can make the plays on this champion, then that bot lane should be won by Royal Luck. But if he's just gonna sit back and take the poke, he's probably gonna lose this one. But the Gnar pick, really safe blind pick. The Scion comes out to answer it. Scion's good in a Gnar. Makes a safe blind pick of Gnar. Kind of hurt a bit, but you never know. And then the Warwick, I hate that champion myself. He just heals way too much. Literally, yesterday I was playing against the Warwick. I had Grievous Wounds and I ignited him. And like he was still autoing me and healing like half his HP every auto. And I was like, is this a joke? And I was so tilted. But not the point. I hate that champion. But Karma mid. We saw Jensen pull it out the other day. It's an interesting pick. They already have a lot of other damage sources, so that's probably why she felt like, or Vayman felt like they could pull it out. The Skarner pick, super nice because it's like a disable. Same thing as like the Warwick ult is a disable, so you have to build a QSS into it. Can't take cleanse. The Fizz for Vitalis, bad. Disagree. Because I mean, did they have a Karma Lulu, and you last pick Fizz? Like, interesting, I guess. Interesting. Hey, I never called you a two trick. I never called anyone that word. I don't use that word. It's offensive. But it's okay. I'm here.
All right, well, as we do wait for the spectator delay to run out, One reminder for you folks, again, thank you so much for coming out and watching the stream. Appreciate all the support. The easiest way to do that is obviously to come and watch us every week, Monday and Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here at twitch.tv/ABL Esports. If you want to support us in some other ways, the follow and subscribe buttons are at the top of your screen. You can earn some cool little emotes that are in that little message right there. If you want to get those emotes, just subscribe to the channel. And if you want to consider donating, our PayPal donation link is in the description. For any info, news, standings, etc. about the ABL series, make sure to click the link in the description or go over to ablseries.com. So thanks you so much to everybody for showing up tonight. And Zoop, now I want to turn it to you. After Champion Select has been finished, I want your thoughts on these team compositions that both of these teams have put together here.
Didn't I just talk about that for like 45 seconds?
Nope.
Okay.
I want you to talk about it more.
Okay, so like Vital, they have a lot of damage from everyone.
I feel like there's more to talk about than just 45 seconds worth is kind of what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. They're gonna have a lot of good skirmishing for Vital Point. Any 2 to 3 members on this team are gonna be looking to win those fights. On the side of Royal Luck, you got the Skarner Scion, very strong duo. They're permaban in the LCS, and the LCK, and the LPL for a reason, you know. Like Skarner and Scion are like the two best tanks, so I can't believe they got them. And they have the Caitlyn, and if it's a bad Caitlyn, then the game's over. If it's a good Caitlyn, then the game's won. The Fizz, terrible pick in my opinion. The Thresh, it's all about the playmaking, right? Like, it depends on how good Dr. High is or how bad he is, on how useful that champion is. Because if Thresh just sits back and they're going to lose lane. Like, if he doesn't make any proactive plays, the Lulu and Jinx are just going to poke him out. But if he's going for the big plays, gets a nice hook on the Jinx or Lulu, then they can definitely win the lane. The Fizz is bad, in my opinion, just because they're into Karma Lulu. Like, come on, dude. Like, actually, no one took Exhaust. Pretty weird, in my opinion, to not take Exhaust in Fizz. So that's the one thing going for him. But the Gnar into the Scion, it's a skill matchup. Usually, I would say Scion wins it. Like, if neither player has played it, then I would say Scion wins it. Like, played that specific matchup. But, you know, the Nard can't outplay. It's just weird. Scion, so it's like harder to hit his E. Before, all you would have to do is press E randomly, and it would just automatically go right to the enemy. That stuff was super annoying. Kanai has pressed the attack on Gnar. That explains the silver border. Why not take Airy or Fleet Footwork? I don't understand. Like, you're gonna rush Black Cleaver, you don't need the tank shredding from that. Yeah, Olaf instead of Warwick, that would have been a good choice for sure. But I think Warwick's a fine pick because Vitalis doesn't want to rush Grievous Wounds. Singri doesn't want to build Grievous Wounds at all. Caitlyn is the only person that... Caitlyn and Scion are the only two that could reasonably get early Grievous Wounds. I think Scion definitely is going to be looking to get early Grievous Wounds with the Thornmail. But I hope to see him 5-man invade. Otherwise, this wouldn't be an ABL game.
And you are correct, Inhibition. I do know how to pronounce Azir. I also know how to pronounce Zaya. So, I guess I have 2 legs up. Ooh, Mantra Q there from Vayne Main. A little too much of an aggression there as Death Sentence comes out from Dr. High and forces out the flash from the Karma here at level 1. So, we're looking to feel very good about that level 1. Just back, heal up a little bit, and then come out onto the map and set up their early plays.
I guess Vayne Main heard me. She took Ignite this game. I mean, Teleport this game instead of Ignite.
Yeah, and apparently
like,
Flounder Pounda and Dr. High heard you too, because they heard you say that support is one of the only roles you feel Ignite is okay to grab.
Yeah. And they both kind of need Ignite because, like I was saying, like the bot lane is very finicky depending on how they play it. And it could come down to the difference between Ignite and no Ignite, or Ignite and Exhaust, you know? Like,
But I think you
who
made a
wins that
great
lane.
point there for Flandapanda possibly wanting to take exhaust, because Vitalis, you know, if he gets ahead, he could be a menace in these team fights, and without exhaust to reduce his damage, certainly going to make that Fizz much more difficult to deal with in the mid and late game.
Yeah, but they do still have the Karma Lulu, so it's like he's gonna have a hard job no matter what. That's why I was saying I disagree with the pick, especially because it was our last pick. Like it was the very last pick in the draft, and then choose Fizz. I felt like they were just way better champions to get a pick there. Like you already saw that they drafted Karma Lulu, and then like 2 semi tanks on the top side. But it's okay. People make mistakes.
Nobody's perfect.
You live and you learn it. I've been quoting Hannah Montana lyrics all night. I don't know if anyone's caught on to that yet.
I was quoting Drake and Josh this morning with my coworkers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Where do you work at?
I just work in a cafe, but it's just, I can't not yell, "I ain't calling you a truther," when everybody says, "Are you calling me a liar?" You just,
Hell yeah.
you can't not respond with that, so it's just perfect.
I don't know why people at your job are yelling, "Are you calling me a liar?" But it sounds intense, honestly.
You never know, dude.
Skarner's
It's
here.
weird at my
Skarner's
job.
here. Dr. High making the big plays.
Ooh, Flandapanda could go down. First blood to Quadra.
Siegfried, random flash out. Oh, it's because the Warwick's here. Oh no. Oh no.
Kills going back and forth as Greed does go down there to Tyrant Rex. They could take down Dr. High. That's the double kill for the Warwick. Kanai going low in the top side as well.
This is why.
Uh-oh.
literally just
Quadra
runs
could
at
be
you.
caught here. Does get rooted. Force the flash away from Lone Crow. Both of the AD carries just continuing to deal the DPS back and forth here.
That's 2 kills for the Warwick.
Yeah, he's going to
What
feel
that mean?
very good.
That means that everyone hates this champion in this game now. Except for, you know, Vital Point.
Yeah, Warwick, pre-rework was very heavily dependent on getting to level 6. Not so much anymore, but
No, 'cause
still,
he
it's
just runs
such
at you
a...
with Moby Boots or without Moby Boots, and then it's like if you're less than half health, he's running at you like at the speed of Moby Boots without Moby Boots.
Yeah, but
And
still,
then-
once you grab that level 6 and get access to that ultimate, he's just so much more powerful on those ganks. Greed has arrived in the mid lane. He and Vitalis going to get onto Vayne main here. The burst coming out, and Greed able to grab that kill onto the Karma. So kills just traded back and forth. We're at a kill per minute so far, just over 4 minutes into the game.
So the reason people take Ignite on supports instead of Exhaust now is because, well, first off, AD carries take heal, right? So like, if you Ignite the AD carry before they heal, or if you Ignite the support before the AD heals, then like you cut the healing in like half, I think, or 40% off or something.
I mean, that's always been a thing. AD carries have
Yeah, yeah,
always
yeah.
taken heal.
No, you see, someone in the chat was asking why you take Ignite instead of Exhaust. But AD carries take heal, right? And then if you Ignite them, then their healing is cut. Also, it's like really good like lane pressure, because like if you're going for the all-in and it's close and you have Ignite versus their Exhaust, like the Ignite's gonna do more damage.
I gotta say though, I still feel like Exhaust makes more sense for Flandapanda, because
I agree.
there's not kill pressure in this lane, right? You've got Lulu Jinx. Jinx loses the 1v1 to Caitlyn more often than not, and then the Lulu doesn't add a ton of kill pressure there. So like Exhaust to deal with any aggression, and then for the
yeah, imagine
the
if
Fizz is pretty strong. And then, but I feel like it's very good for Dr. High and Quadra, because you want to fight. Yeah, you've got the Thresh. Like, you land a death sentence and play, you want to immediately drop Ignite, and you can pretty much secure a kill. So I think it certainly makes more sense for the Royal Luck bottom lane. It could still work out for Vital Point. I mean, it obviously, could pay off right here. Tyrant Rex tanking a few tower shots as he tries to get the lane gank there, the big flank coming out from the Warwick, but it doesn't pay
backwards
off.
lane gank.
Yeah.
Coming from the wrong tower there, buddy. Maybe he like right clicked on Caitlyn from where he was standing and then just tabbed out, and he was like, I got it. And
All right, well, the game starting to slow down a little bit here. Both teams tied in gold at this point. 2-2 in kills as both junglers just continue to farm it up.
I think that like late game, but not like super late game, the Vital Point's gonna have the better comp. So like 4 to 5 items. But whenever everyone's on 6 items, I think that the Royal Luck's gonna have the better comp. Well, I mean, Caitlyn will be stronger. I don't know about the better comp. But Caitlyn will be stronger than Jinx on pure 6 items versus 6 items, in my opinion. But a lot of people seem to think that Jinx is like the best late game AD carry. She's not. She's like really good at like 3 to 5 items. Jinx is really good, but whenever she gets to like, whenever everyone's at 6 items, she's not as good, in my opinion. You kind of got to end by like 40 minutes or so. If this gets to like last game where everyone was like super late game, well, actually I don't think the last game it lasted too long, but if it gets to a super late game point, then I think the Caitlyn's gonna be more useful. She just outranges the Jinx and puts out.
Look, wants to fight on the bot side. Vitalis has roamed down here. The fish will miss, but it doesn't matter. He's able to grab the kill onto Lone Crow. Good roam by the Royal Luck mid laner, and that's a kill into the Fizz.
Up.
Now Royal Luck is going to turn on to this Mountain Drake. They have 4 members down here to take this down. Should be pretty easy, especially with Greed able to grab his Spire right by the pit. Makes that clear just so much easier for the Scorner. Tyrant Rex going to, looks like, spot out them grabbing the Drake at the last moment, but it doesn't matter. Mountain Drake to Royal Luck. As Kanai is dueling on the top side with Evolve, has Meganar going. Not going to deal too much damage to the Scion. Just get a little bit of poke out, and Evolve's going to feel pretty good here.
Yeah, and Scion versus Gnar. I mean, it's weird. It's a weird matchup. This is about what you would expect from the Scion, though. Whenever Gnar tries, he just slows him so much. I like that they changed his E. Like Scion's thing where he like shoots the little minion at you. They changed it because in the past, literally all you had to do was press E on a minion and it would automatically aim at the enemy champion. Like up to like last patch. I don't know, like I played Scion and that's literally, it was 0 skill expression, it was point and click, you know? It wasn't a skill shot at all, but now they made it so it's a skill shot and it's made it much more bearable to lane against, but
Greed is on to the bottom side, trying to get on the Lone Crow. Wild Growth will keep the AD carry alive a little bit longer. Beautiful death sentence there by Dr. High. And down goes the AD carry. Double kill over to Quadra. Tyrant Rex has arrived as well. Teleport from Baneman gets him down here too. But it's not enough. A 3-for-1 trade. And Kanai actually goes down in the 1v1 on the top side as well. Executed by the tower. So that's a big play across the map from Royal Luck, and they'll be able to push pretty heavily down on the bottom side. Baneman has stayed down here to clear out the wave, so Vitalis quickly gets up to the mid lane and is going to push onto that tower. So pressure all across the board for Royal Luck.
yeah, and it feels bad playing Gnar into the Scion. Like I was talking about, dude. Like that matchup kind of sucks because you think that Gnar has the advantage because of his range, but honestly, Scion's E is just cancer. It's absolute cancer because it's like he E's you, and it's on like a 5-second cooldown, I think, and it costs like 10 mana, and he has mana flow ban, and Scion has a butt ton of mana to use. Mana? I don't know how you say it. Yeah, so I don't know how the chat's gonna react if I say mana versus mana.
I think mana and mana are both correct. I say mana.
Okay. I know the chat.
I believe mana is the more traditionally accepted pronunciation, if I remember.
Like in the olden days, whenever everyone was running spells, they were like, "I'm out of mana," and
you know, like WoW days and stuff like that.
Oh, I was thinking more like the Middle Age, but yeah, that too.
Sure, in the Middle Age.
Whenever everyone was able to use spells in real life.
Yeah, that was a thing.
And then we lost it whenever technology became a thing. That's what I heard, at least.
And to be clear, Scion's E was always a skill shot. but what they fixed was there was a bug that made the
made it
pass-through
point
damage
quick.
radius was much wider. No, it's always been a skill shot.
I know, but it literally felt like a point and click whenever I was playing it.
the damage radius was
You didn't
too
even have
big.
to like. You didn't even have to look at the enemy top laner. You could just press E on a minion and it would hit them. And now it's not like that at all. Now you actually have to kind of aim it. Ooh, the suppression coming through for Skarner, and that's the fizzle. How much healing does this Warwick have? A lot.
Oh, yeah, he is going to get quite a bit there on Vitalis. Vitalis trying to run away, but Greed has arrived, and he's going to take that kill onto Tyrant Rex. They were able to force the flash out of the Warwick as well. Vitalis got to be careful here, not respecting the poke that can come out from Vayne Main, and Point is pushing on the bottom side as well.
Interesting fact, they have not touched Warwick since his rework. He has not been nerfed or buffed since his rework.
Seriously?
Seriously. He has been the same state ever since his rework.
I mean, that tells me that it
crazy,
seems
right?
like they did a really good job on it.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy to me because it's like, dang, like I don't think any that where you don't have to nerf or buff them after a rework.
I would be curious to see the specific number of like weeks that he has gone untouched, and compare that to other champions and like the other longest streaks of like champions going without balance changes. I would be curious to see where that would rank.
Well, when did he get reworked? That was like
It's been a
was that
while.
last season or was that season 6?
I think it was season 6 if I remember correctly. Kanai forces a
That's a
flash
long
on the
time
top
ago.
side as Reed does get the gank in there and forces out that summoner spell from the Vital Point top laner. Ooh, Flatapowder going to take quite a bit of damage here from Quadra as he steps on the trap that he couldn't see behind the tower there.
Yeah, Caitlyn's a cancer champion, in my opinion. But you know, no one likes playing against a Caitlyn, but everyone likes playing Caitlyn. Just because she has an incredible range and a lot of damage in the early game. And if you step on a trap, you're just like, oh shit.
Step on a trap, break your mom's back.
Literally. Because your mom's trying to carry you out of gold. She's like, why are you so bad, Loco?
Your mom coming in here flaming you about your elo. It feels bad. Vitalis gets the roam down to the bot side, able to secure the kill onto Lone Crow. Good death sentence. He's going to catch up Vayne Main. He could be in big trouble here, forcing the flash away. Vitalis going to go for the chase, and the troll pull will grab that kill. Timer Rex has arrived on the bot lane, but it's not going to be able to save that tower. Even with Flounder Pounda here, that will go down, and that's first tower gold to Royal Luck 2 games in a row.
You see that Kanai had, he has Black Cleaver and he procced his Hyper and evolved to 0 damage.
By the way, Eldest One says that is why Fizz got picked.
Yeah, it would have been way better if someone had exhaust. Like it would have been way worse. Like the pick itself would have been much less effective if someone had exhausted. Karma and Lulu both opting out of the exhaust option. A lot of people don't think exhaust should be in the game at all, which, you know, if you go on Reddit,
I think teleport. I think people hate teleport more than they hate exhaust.
I don't know. If you go on Reddit, at least like once a week, you see a post that's like 1,700 upvotes. It's like, why is exhaust a thing? I hate exhaust. And everyone's like, yeah. It's like the same thing whenever they're like, buff all the 80 carries, and all the 80 carry mains on Reddit are like, yeah, buff 80 carries.
Ooh, Greed wants to fight on the bottom side. Ultimate is not able to grab the Thresh Lantern there.
That's
the
a hard
charge comes
interaction.
in from Evolve. He is going to knock up Flounder Powder and take him down. Just goes roar, and down goes the support as Vitalis gets the kill on the 1v1 in the mid lane. And Broylook just continuing to make plays all across the map. Damn, what were we talking about prior to that play?
Exhaust.
Exhaust. Oh, I think Exhaust is in a much better state now. I think it was fairly broken when they used to have the attack speed slow on it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just brutal. You were like basically doubling down on the damage reduction, especially against like auto attack heavy champions. So I think it's in a much better state once they took away the attack speed slow. So I don't know. I think exhaust just feels good on a support, right? You know, every 5 minutes or so, I can be like, oh shit, here comes a Fizz or a Zed. Like, here's my, you know, don't pop my 80 carry in 2 seconds button.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know that they have a Fizz, why are you not taking it? I was talking about how finicky the bot lane was, but if you exhaust the Caitlyn, like that's still gonna help, you know. And I don't know. It's weird.
Uh oh, Vayne's gonna. That's a dead karma. Bye, Talos. 6-0-2. Fizz is going off. Vayne just was right outside of tower range. Like the karma is just no longer safe. The Fizz is just too far ahead. He's gonna be completing. We can check his gold. He's sitting on 1,700 gold.
Much.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna have a Lich Bane here in a minute or two. Like it's not gonna be long.
Vayne desperately needs her shield from Archangels, or I'm sorry, Seraph's Embrace.
Seraph's Embrace. Abyssal would probably be a good buy at this point as well.
Maybe. She needs something. I would say actually instead of Abyssal, go for Banshees because you know if the Skarner tries to flash ult you, it's not gonna work. Here comes the Skarner.
Yeah, Flounder is going to go down this time as well. There's the interaction as he is able to grab the Thresh Lantern. The Death Sentence lands in Quadra. Grabs the kill onto Flounder. The teleport is in fact canceled. Yep, seems like that was not necessary. Royal will be able to push the top side. The defense coming out from Kanai. It looks like Royal will just back away. They may want to go for...
Ooh, the
beautiful hook from Dr. High, able to catch out Vayne. Didn't expect Warwick to be here, and actually Greed is going to go down the overextension by Royal, and they get punished for it.
Did the not ulti hit anyone?
I believe it did. I know you're going to rewind for me and check. Oh,
I'm about to check.
Bye,
Oh,
Lone
no,
Crow.
Oh, he missed.
Good night, sweet prince. Doesn't matter.
Did you see that clip on Reddit of Khan playing Scion where he literally like ulted from like Dragon Pit and ended up like at the base gates of the red side?
That sounds amazing though.
It was crazy.
How did he make that turn?
He literally like just used all the walls to drift off of it. He ended up like at the base gate of red side from Dragon Pit. It was insane. You know, just because it's Khan, best top laner in the world.
Guy's ridiculous. Back to our game here as Royal Luck now with about a 6,000 gold lead here, continuing to try and push this advantage. Vitalis is basically taking any fight he can. He can delete just about every member of Vital Point at this point in the game. Now 7-0-2, has finished his Lich Bane, has the Proto Belt, working on his Zhonya's, that, and 10 stacks on his, oh my goodness. Of course, now I can't remember Dark Seal. So he's big. Let's just check his ability power at this point. He's sitting on 230. I'm curious to see, did he take Gathering Storm? Gonna use that op.gg extension, folks, if you check that one out. That one's pretty nice. And he actually has not. He's got Ultimate Hat and Celerity, so... But that fish is just going to be on easy, short cooldowns. Goodbye, Lone Crow. The root will land, but doesn't matter. Vitalis just going to be able to walk away. Flash Fear from Tyrant Rex, and he's actually going to miss the ultimate thanks to the troll pull from Vitalis. Can he get away here? Vayne has arrived. The cooldown on his pull will be pretty short, but not short enough as Vayne able to grab that kill with the Mantra Inner Flame. But Royaluk has turned on to the Baron, and with the entire Vital Point team on the bottom side, they're trying to get up here as fast as they can, as they seem like they know Royal Luck is on the Baron, but it's not going to be fast enough. A 20-minute Baron going over to Royal Luck.
Yeah, and Singreed looks way better on this Skarner pick than he did on the Kayn pick. I don't know if you noticed the difference this game, but I believe last week too he looked really good on Skarner. And I think he played it in like 2 of the games, and he played something else in one of the games. I don't really remember what, but definitely looks comfortable on this. I think he looked good on Jax, which I think would have been a better pick last game than the Kayn. Interesting, because okay, the TP coming in from the ball. Is he gonna press R immediately? He does not. Decides to turn on the dragon. Quadra's here. Dr. High's here. The Caitlyn is so far ahead of this Jinx. Jinx is 0-5. Caitlyn's 404. He has almost. He has about a 2,500 K lead. Pretty big. A lot of it is the 3 towers that they've taken, but a lot of it's just the 4 kills. and the 0 deaths, you know. But here comes Singreed, the righteous glory.
Yeah, they're trying to collapse onto Tyrant Rex here. No Meganar available as of yet. There's the combo with the Thresh Laner. Can I force the flash away? Evolve actually not going to go for him. Activates the ultimate and actually whiffs onto Tyrant Rex. He is able to activate his ultimate, but he will go down. Not enough sustain. Kanai going to get forced away by the ultimate from the Caitlyn, and every Vital Point member is going to just flash away from Dr. High as soon as he activates the lineup for his death sentence. He's been landing every single one of those this game. It's been so clutch with the Thresh, and now Royal Luck, just a 1-for-0 fight in their favor, but they can easily push down the mid lane. Quadra very strong at sieging on this Caitlyn. They're able to take down the tier 2 tower. Vital Point possibly wants to respond here, but not enough engage from them with their jungler dead.
Royal Luck was looking a bit shaky a couple, like, in the past few weeks because of their roster switch ups and stuff, but they're back on their bullshit. They got their good starting lineup. Hopefully this means that they can come back and be a real competitor for playoffs. Are they still in a playoff spot?
Yes, they are. The only team out of a playoff spot as of now is Elevated Gravity.
And Schism, rest in peace.
Rip. Burrito. But yes, so Royal Luck is currently in a playoff spot. Everybody but UVG is Evolve is going to get caught out here by Vainman and Floundopounda, so a little bit of an overextension by the top laner. And that will be his first death of the game. But still an 8,000 gold lead now for Royal Luck as that it just continues to grow. And we will have our first pause of the day.
Let's see what they had to say. Bahamas. What does that mean?
Did it say Bahama Mama?
No, Sion and Thresh both said in all chat Bahamas. And then Jinx said, let us know when ready. Bahama Mama. Oh, you did say Bahama Mama. And then Caitlyn says Bahamas backwards. I don't know what Bahamas means. Is that some kind of a secret terminology? I don't know.
I don't know. Some internal meme.
Yeah, VPS pause so they could talk about, all right, how do we win this one?
I love Riven 2 Trick, Scion. My cat pressed R for me. Remake.
Okay, looks like we're about to get back into the game now. Scion pressed R again, so maybe that was also his cat. But right now, this game's looking very, very scary for Vital Point. You got the 3-item Fizz, 9, 1, and 2. Luckily, he was smart enough to not upgrade his Dark Seal to Medjai's. That's a huge mistake players make because it's like, it's costly in gold, and if you ever die, you just lose all your stacks. The other day, I was actually playing a solo queue game, and it was like a platinum game, right? Like I was against like a Plat 4 Xerath dude, and like this dude literally, so like he didn't kill me, but he like killed my teammates, and he was like 4-0 or something, right? And I was like, oh god. But then he comes back to lane with his first item Medjai's. He has like 8 stacks, and then I killed him because I was playing like Fizz. And then he lost all of his stacks, and his first item was useless. So it's like a huge mistake to upgrade to a Medjai's, because it just makes the item totally useless. Unless you're like absolutely not gonna die, which is impossible to guarantee, unless you're like Jensen playing a bronze game or something. Like,
which I would pay to see.
You would pay or hate?
I would pay to see Jensen. Oh my gosh.
Jensen playing a bronze game. You can watch Mid Beast on YouTube. He does that, where he like goes from like he's doing a level 1 to rank 1 series. It's pretty funny to watch him smurf. He goes like 17-0 in these games and just trying to get rank 1. You can definitely watch some high-low players stomping bronze players. But the siege here rendered ineffective because of Jinx's rockets.
Give me
clearing out the wave.
Who would you rate as the second best mid laner in the world? Obviously,
In the
Faker's
world?
probably number 1.
BDD.
Yeah, BDD. So give me Faker versus BDD, but with bronze teams. So Faker versus BDD in the mid lane, but the rest of their teammates are all just like
all
bronze
bronze?
5. Yeah, that would be
Well,
funny.
Faker would probably be playing Fizz. And
As Lone Crow dies, we are going to get the fight here. Sorry to interrupt the memeing that I started, but Sindri trying to drag Tyrex into the rest of the team. He's actually going to go down. A little over-aggression by the jungler as the tower shot will take away his life. That's a 1-for-1 trade as Lone Crow is dead as well, and RYL will look to continue to push here. They still have the Caitlyn available, but no more minion wave, so it's going to be difficult for them to siege with the wave clear coming out from the Karma.
was Tristana banned this game?
Was Tristana banned this game? Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I can tell you with the op.gg
OP.GG?
extension on the left side
Wow.
of your screen. Yes, Tristana was first banned. First
Okay.
banned by RYL.
That makes sense then.
But guess who wasn't banned?
Hit me.
Varus.
Ooh. Honestly, Varus is not looking so hot this patch. IMO. Yeah. He was really good last patch, but like I don't know if you know about the meme in the LCS right now where like Varus is like the most picked AD carry with a negative win rate.
Low Crow's
But,
gonna die. Doesn't matter if the fish misses.
Oh my
Vitalis 10-1-2 on the Fizz.
Feels bad to be the Jinx, especially because the Caitlyn's coming up on her 4th item and the Jinx just finished her 2nd. This is Jinx pick is not working out.
Well, the Jinx has 4 items. She's sitting on 2 daggers.
Oh yeah, 2 daggers count as one
Those
item.
count, yeah. And the boots,
Don't
you
think
know.
she has 5, man. Her
All
her
that attack
inventory is
speed.
only missing 1. I wonder if she bought any pink wards this game.
We're looking to push down the mid lane. Again, the wave clear from the Karma still making it difficult for them to siege. And you mentioned the Banshee's Veil over the Abyssal Mask, and Main did
Yeet.
pick that up to try and deal with a little bit of the CC coming out initially from RYL. So they're trying to just defend against these sieges and recover a bit of the gold deficit right now, down by about 9,000 gold. And 3 Drakes, that's another big thing. 2 Mountain Drakes and an Infernal for RYL, as well as another Infernal that has spawned. Baron is up as well, so it looks like Tyrant Rex is going towards the Infernal Drake. They may not know with this pink ward in the Baron pit that RYL is looking to grab their second Baron. Looks like they may be
have no
suspicious
idea.
now, but this is a late response. It's going to be way too late. RYL able to grab their second
had
Baron
no
of the
idea.
game at now 28 minutes, so 2 Barons since
They
the
were-
20-minute mark.
They were pinging on the way to mid lane. They were like, "Let's group mid, guys," and Royal Luck was like, "All right, we win." But this Fizz is level 17. You know, Lulu's still level 11. Vayne main's level 14. Not fun to be anyone else but this Fizz, or on the Fizz's team even.
And they
did you
were
see
even able to rotate and grab the second Infernal. Ouch.
Did you see the bronze game that Captain Flowers and the Zale or
Oh, that they
It
casted?
casted?
No, I need to.
yeah?
I
There's
I personally am not a fan of Captain Flowers as a caster, but I still want to watch that.
Oh, sad. I like Captain. But anyways, he in the first game that they casted, there was this Master Yi on the team, and he was like popping off like super hard. Like he was running in 1-3 and getting a triple kill. And like later on Reddit, it was like he posted on Reddit and he was like, "I'm CS1, the Master Yi you all wish you had on your team, AMA," and he had like 7,000 upvotes or something. And that's how Vitalis probably feels right now.
Meanwhile,
like-
the double kill there for Vitalis as RYL is possibly looking to push for the win. They've taken down 3 members here, only Vayne Main and Lone Crow left to defend the base. That's still, all the wave clear for Vital Point, but with this Baron buff, it may not be enough. They're going to try and poke them out. The death sentence is down, so they're a little bit safer here, but here comes Vitalis. There's the fish. There's the shield. It's not enough. Bye-bye. Vayne Main is down now. Quadra just trying to duel Lone Crow, and the Super Mega Death Rocket isn't enough, and that's the sweep. RYL now 4-0 over the last 2 weeks. They'll take down Vital Point Storm.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe that was a 2-0. I don't think we've ever had a 2-0 on this stream, have we?
RYL 2-0'd last week.
Oh, really?
Yep, on stream.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. To be clear, before we get into finishing off this game, nothing against Captain Flowers as a person, but I just, as a caster, I don't enjoy him. That's all. Probably a phenomenal guy, especially considering that he followed through on the on his little wager to cast that bronze game. So good on him. I would hope that one day I would have the opportunity to do the same if I became a professional caster. So, kudos to Captain Flowers and Azale. But as we look to close out the broadcast here, hell of a game there from Royal Luck, just crushing the objective game, taking all 4 Drakes, 2 Barons, and all of that in the span of just south of 30 minutes. And they secure the victory. And now I have to ask you for your MVP for the series.
For the series, okay. So for the game, I'd say Vitalis.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know who your MVP for the game is.
I would say Dr. High. I think Dr. High looked really good.
I agree. He had a great first game and an even better second game. I mean, his death sentences were so good in this last
Literally
game.
forcing a flash or getting a kill every single time he used his Q. So I would say that was pretty good.
Very impressive game from the captain of Royal Luck. We're going to see if we can get him in for a quick interview here before we close out the broadcast for the day. Thank you again so much to everybody for joining us tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure casting for all of you. Love all the discussion going on in chat. The strategical and draft discussions that you guys get into are very interesting to take a peek at in between fights. So keep that up. I'm going to see if we can grab Dr. High here. Shoot him. Slide into his DMs real fast.
Who else's DMs are you sliding into tonight?
Maybe yours, if you're lucky.
No thanks. I would curve you.
Damn. All right, well, we are now joined by Dr. High, the captain and support of the victorious Team Royal Luck after grabbing that 2-0 win over Vital Point Storm. And Dr. High, I have to ask you just your initial thoughts after grabbing that series. You guys have now been able to sweep your last 2 matches and are certainly making your push towards the top half of the standings right now.
I mean, we've had a really pretty good run in the last few weeks, as well as the fact that I'm almost certain if we can pick up maybe one more win, I think that locks us in for at least the gauntlet run. So it's definitely a big confidence boost, and it's going to help out the guys a lot coming in the next few weeks.
Hi, Dr. High.
Hey.
So, was Caitlyn banned in game 1? I wasn't here for.
I don't know.
Okay.
Do
you have a question other than was something banned or not?
Well, that was my question. But I'm sorry. Hold on. I had to control my dog.
In-depth interviewing here. Okay, I'll take over then for the moment.
10 out of 10 professional interviews is what I come to ABL for.
Exactly. Now, I have had a little more intimate knowledge of things that have gone on with Royal Luck with some of the roster issues you guys have had. But I want to ask you to share what you can about kind of what this team has gone through, because there were definitely a lot of ups and downs at the beginning of the season. I think you guys looked very promising like week 1 and 2. Despite dropping a couple of matches, I was impressed by the way you guys were playing, but definitely a big roster shakeup, and then you coming in from a coaching position to essentially take over the captaincy and put together the new roster. How has this kind of whole journey been for yourself as well as the organization as a whole?
Well, it was definitely really stressful because, I came in week 1 and after week 2 for Royal Luck to join as a coach. And week 1, they looked really good against in 3. Week 2, it was a little bit shaky, but after that, I think Sai sort of got burnt out. Like, he had a lot of troubles real life. He couldn't really do as much time coming into the game, so he decided to step down from the position. So that meant that his brother and one of his best friends is going to leave the team as well. So that sort of gave us like a bit of a crisis in terms of a roster, so we had to get stuff really fast. we decided to keep Otter for the time being, keep Greed at the time. Eventually, we did obviously end up replacing Otter after he had a little bit of issues with reality and stuff like that, and he couldn't commit entirely to the game. But
Yeah, I hate RYL too.
But after a couple weeks, we sort of stabilized. We were able to pick up Evolve and Quadra, both of them being, fantastic in the game and in the team environment. We picked up Vitalis, who's toxic as fuck, but is still a fucking great player and a decent teammate. We're still working through some stuff, obviously. Like, you saw game 1, we weren't closing out the game exactly properly, but I'm still think that we're much better in our position than we are with the roster we have now than we did with the roster in week 1.
Zoob, do you have any questions for the Royal Luck captain?
No.
All right. Well, I have one more to finish off here. Obviously, you guys have been very impressive over the last few weeks since you've really been able to solidify your lineup. And, a couple of 2-0 victories in a row. Obviously, you guys are riding high on that. I'm curious what your thoughts are for the ceiling for this team. I mean, could you guys maybe be the Enter the Beast of Season 3, where you guys finally are able to solidify a lineup and can really make a run? Do you believe that you guys are a championship caliber team with, obviously still some things to work on?
Oh, definitely. Like, we've got the talent there. Like, we've got who I think is the best AD carry in the league in Quadra. We got the top 2 in the top lane in Evolve. We got a really good jungler in Greed, and obviously Vitalis, you saw in that game, and I beat them all for the MVP, so obviously I'm the best on the team. So
nice.
So we definitely had the potential and the skill and everything. We just need to get a couple of things fixed up in communication. And
I'm sorry, continue.
And then after that, I'm pretty sure we'll pretty much easily be able to challenge stuff like Reign of Kings, Full Sin Gaming, and maybe Reborn if we want to throw them as one of the top teams.
All right, now I have a question. In the last game, was Vitalis worried at all that they might take exhaust?
He didn't say a single thing about it, so I'm not sure. He may have been worried, but
Okay. Was it his decision or the team's decision to pick Fizz? Because I know he likes to play it.
A little bit of both. We were sort of anticipating the Karma pick because we know that Vayne main likes to play it, and he brought up that he wants to play Fizz in the Karma, and then the stars aligned. So
okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Dr. High. Congratulations on the 2-0 victory and the MVP selection. And we look forward to seeing what Royal Luck can do throughout the rest of this season and in the playoffs.
Hey man, I'm looking forward to the updated KDA charts.
And we'll have to check that one out once those come out. So definitely going to keep an eye on the website for that. But thank you so much for joining us.
All right, can I do one more?
Did I? Oh.
I feel like it's Royal Luck tradition. Fuck Vitalis.
Hell yeah.
And there you go, folks. I absolutely enjoy Royal Luck, and nobody else can do that but Royal Luck. If anybody else comes on the cast and wants to do that, you will be automatically muted. But that is just that is just too good of a meme. Goodbye, Zoob. That is just too good of a meme from the side of Royal Luck. Congratulations to them on the win. I want to ask you, Zoob, any final thoughts on tonight's match that we got to watch here between Royal Luck and Vital Point Storm?
Well, Vital Point did not look as good as they did last week, or 2 weeks ago, whenever we saw them. Curious to see what happens, because, was it last week that we streamed them, or was it the week before? Anyways, whenever we did
remember things,
Kanai looked really good. Like, he was like hard carrying this team, if you remember. But Royal Luck looks a lot better. And I like that. I like that teams are getting better. I don't like when teams get worse. So that's my final thought.
Yeah, definitely would have to agree. I think VPS certainly has a lot to work on. Obviously, they've already got 2 wins under their belt. Another win or 2 pretty much guarantees them postseason, because all you have to do is avoid that 9th place spot. So, like I said last week, I think I want teams to focus on finding things that work for them, and maybe, experiment a little bit, considering the relative safety a lot of these teams have to get to the postseason. So I would like to see VPS do the same thing. And I'm curious to see what happens. I'm definitely very excited to see what we get out of RYL for the rest of the season. I think they've definitely impressed me, and I think they're definitely a top half team in this league. So I'm curious to see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, sorry for my tardiness today, boys. I was, ended up with some shit last night. I woke up at like 7:15 and was like, oh shit.
Don't worry, guys. I'll break out the belt, keep Zoob in line before next week. But that is going to do it for us, folks. Thank you so much for joining us here at twitch.tv/ABL Esports. We appreciate all y'all's support. Obviously, the best way to continue to do that is to come and watch us every week, Monday and Tuesday night, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we will be featuring No Name Necessary facing off against Reborn Gaming, a very good match that I think everybody will want to tune into. So make sure to come hang out with us for that stream. If you guys want to consider supporting us in other ways, the follow and subscribe buttons are at the top of your screen. If you want to get some cool emotes, consider subscribing. They are right there in that little message. So make sure to consider doing that. The donation link is in our description for any info, schedule, stats, all that good stuff. Make sure to head over to ablseries.com. And that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. Last minute question. Is my law handle is yes, Yeso is my my IGN. So if you do want to add me, feel
It's
free
my
to do
IGN
so.
too.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I could definitely spoil and leak your IGN, but I won't do that.
You can, dude, but you won't.
I mean, I could. I know what it is.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a number between 1 and 1,000,000. Good luck, folks. Yeah, good luck figuring that out. It's pretty random. But that's going to do it for here, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. For myself, Zoob, everybody here at ABL Esports on the cast, and everybody at the ABL series, thank you so much for joining us. And we will see y'all again next time.
Bye.